Good afternoon. I am Adeshina Director, Regional Master Plan Department in the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. I've been asked by the Honorable Commissioner to do justice to this. I will just try and make it my own. It may not be that easy because the Honorable Commissioner happens to be a teacher, an engineer, a doctor, of so many things. He has many parts. So just allow me to do the little I'll be able to do. I want to thank the organizer for this Roundtable program. I myself have learned, and I'm still learning. I also want to greet those who had a presentation before me. Sir, thank you very much, madam. I'm very grateful. And my boss is my Egbo. I don't expect anything less. It's just for a short of time. If you allow him, he does his things with a great passion. So, I have here the Lagos State Physical Development Plans for Ekpe Axis, an overview. For us to be able to have a good understanding of where we are talking about, from where we are now, this is Oniru Estate, boundary area, down to the end of Ekpe local government, that is somewhere around Odeomi, to the boundary of Ogun State. Then if you go to the other side, along Itoikin Road, Ijebu-Ode Itoikin Road, there is a place where we have Ogun River Basin Authority. That is where you have the boundary. So from here to those areas, that is what we call the Ekpe axis. Yes, it is covered by this axis we are talking about is covered by the Lekki Comprehensive Master Plan 2013 to 2033. So it is still operative. Then it's also covered, part of it is covered by the Ekpe Master Plan 2017 to 2037. So the need to pay adequate attention to the Ekpe axis, especially in the area of Ibeju-Lekki, necessitated the need for us to carve out a portion of that particular area so that we can focus more because of what was coming up, in that axis. And, I can tell you that while we are also reviewing the Lekki Comprehensive Master Plan, the initial one, and we have sieved out Ibeju-Lekki area, we are equally doing Ibeju-Lekki Model City Plan. In fact, we just, about 2 weeks ago, we did the final stakeholders engagement, at the Lekki LCDA. And should you have anything, there is still room for you to get across to us in terms of comments. And should you even need a copy of it, we can avail you that copy so that you look at it and then, provide, more comments. I think I've spoken about this location, but it is very, very important for us to know that in Lagos State, our population is already approaching 30 million. And according to Lagos State Development Plan, by 2052, Lagos will be around 45 million. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to tell you the reality. The population growth has been tremendous, and we have looked at the birth rate. The birth rate is not as if it is increasing. So where is the additional population coming from? It has been explained. People coming from every part of Nigeria, not only Nigeria, every part of the world, they want to be part of Lagos. Because Lagos is a land of opportunity. Every effort we make end up magneting more people to Lagos. And that is why we call it the land of opportunity. So all these are plans that we have. I've mentioned two of them, the broader ones, they are strategic development plans. What was their aim? to create a vibrant sub-region that is cohesive, sustainable, functional, and resilient, and also aesthetically pleasing with top-class infrastructure. To employ climate change adaptation strategies in physical planning and development concepts in the Ekpe axis such that climate change challenges are tackled through our planning endeavors. Also, we want to make the Ekpe axis the new eastern hub of Lagos State, reinforced by new employment, industries, commerce, tourism, and agricultural opportunities. So, and the objectives that have been driving us are these. Whether it is Lekki Comprehensive Master Plan, whether it is Ekpe Master Plan, whether it is Action Area Plan for a smaller place, the objectives that are driving us include, we want to attract business growth and investment. We equally want to promote the identity of the sub-region as an historical tourism and industrial center. That is why we are having all that we are having now. We want to integrate and connect the Ekpe axis properly, not only within the geographical space called Lagos. We also want to ensure proper connectivity with other states around us. Also, we want to identify and promote adequate infrastructure provision. We want to preserve and enhance forest areas. Because I tell you, yes, the population is skyrocketing in terms of numbers, and we are changing our planning strategies. We want to embrace compact development. We want to increase density, because the land of Lagos, my Oga just mentioned the fact that Lagos size is just about 3,577, square kilometer, which is very, very small. Not up to, very small. Even a third of it is still water. I know we are making incursion into but that is not going to go for long. Because as a government and as a people, we must all come together and say, look, we need the Lagos Lagoon, and we must protect it. It's for sure. It will happen. Then also, it is this forest that will help us to absorb the heat that will be generated as we come together. Because we cannot continue to promote sprawling. Every little space you want to go there and no. We must create opportunities within the existing areas through so many planning strategies. Yes, the development plans prepared in the Ekpe axis. I mentioned the Lekki Comprehensive Master Plan 2013 to 2033, Ekpe Master Plan 2017 to 2037. But within the Ekpe Master Plan, because it's a one of its kind, we also have about 4 structure plans embedded in it. And that is Ejinrin structure plan. That also Lekki, for Lekki area structure plan, Poka, structure plan. Then we have Odoragushi structure plan. Then also we have in it Itoikin action area plan, Iredo action area plan, Ekpe action area, that is the Ekpe town itself. And there were recommendations for some other action areas to be done in the main strategic document. So, and because of that, we have done Odeumi action area plan that is at the boundary of Lagos State with Ogun. And we have done Ise. Ise is also not far from that. Because they have become essential because very, very soon, you know what is happening in free trade zone area. You know what is happening with Dangote refinery and petrochemical plant. You know what is happening with, due to agglomeration of likes. And what we are trying to do is to have, not isolated developments, but really kind of, centers that will be of international standard and be able to meet the yearnings and needs of our people, in terms of... Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that. It was just... You can move forward, please. Yes, go on. Yeah. This is the Lekki Comprehensive Master Plan. Because we started as a kind of infrastructure development plan, we have so many things in it, which I'm going to come to very, very soon. We have so many projects, roads, rail system, airports, and what have you, including the free trade zone. The area that is clear or white at the tail end here, that is where we have the free trade zone. Okay, let's go further. Yes, this is Ekpe. Because of the need to ensure proper integration, you will see that Ekpe even took part of the free trade zone area, into its account while that was being prepared. Yes, let's go further. So, and this is where we are going. Those projects that are magneting, investments, magneting people into Lagos. Iconic projects within development plans for Ekpe axis. We have the free trade zone. We have the Lekki deep sea port. We have Dangote refinery and petrochemical plants. We have the labor city. You don't have, this kind of industrial areas and not make provision for labor city. Labor cities actually starts from Eleko Road before then to the boundary of the free trade zone area. That's why you have so many excisions around there. What we are looking at is that we are going to be encouraging, both high density and medium density development, for people. It's not because we say labor city is going to turn out as wholly residential. It's going to be kind of mixed use, because when people live in an area, they must also have some complementary, facilities and infrastructure that will make life better for them. So also there we have the Alaro City. Alaro City is going to be one of its kind very, very soon. And let me give you an insight. Example, in the area of green. Okay. Check around the world. The standard for greenery is about 11%. But as it is, without looking at individual plots in that area, there is a reservation of about 150 hectares of green area, which is like 15% already. So by the time you take the 10% in individual plots, add to it, you'll be talking about 20-something percent. And that is going to be very wonderful for this part of the world. Also, we have the Lekki International Airport. Recently, you must have been hearing about what is happening. Government wanting to start it. It is seriously in the front burner. Then the regional highway as well, that is going to run from the airport area to connect with Third Mainland Bridge, so that for some of us who doesn't have any business, along Lekki Ekpe, we would have taken that route and then go to wherever we are going. Next slide, please. So we also have the 6th and 7th Axial Road. These ones are, somehow, integrated into the Lekki Free Trade Zone area. But we'll still mention it thereafter. Then we have the Lekki expansion of Lekki Ekpe Expressway, which is still ongoing. It started many years ago, but as I tell you, we are approaching Ekpe gradually. So it's still ongoing. And I also can tell you that what we have there, the expansion that is going on, is just the main express. Thereafter, we are going to have the service lanes, two on each side, then the rail road as well, which is there. The rail Green Line project is also coming along. At some point, it will be at the center, and at some point, it will be on the side. Also, we have Lagos Coastal Road, which has become Lagos Calabar Highway. And earlier on, somebody was talking about what will be the impact of that project. I tell you, the whole thing along that route is going to change. And that is going to be further opportunities. I tell you, if you have a land around there, hold it firm, hold it tight, because more opportunities will come up. I don't see a situation whereby you drive along Lagos Calabar Highway and expect to see dwarf development. It's not going to happen. This is Lagos. So the plan is not as if we have done the plan, but as a professional, I'm just telling you. So you can expect that. Then the Fourth Mainland Bridge, of course, we've heard a lot about that. Then also we have proposal for mass rail transit and also the bus rapid transit expansion into this axis. Then there is opportunity for new residential zones in Ekpe and in Lekki as well. There's also going to be freight rail projects, that is from Free Trade Zone to Eredo, to run parallel to the realigned Lekki-Shagamu Expressway, to connect with federal government projects. So just to ensure that you don't need to come this way and take the other before you can connect with Ogun State. You can just take there, with using a wonderful infrastructure to get to other parts of the country. Next slide, please. Then we have the Green Line Rail project, which is going to run from Marina to the Free Trade Zone. I mentioned that earlier on. Then agricultural zone, is being promoted seriously in Ekpe area. Then new industrial development zone at Odo, west, some part of it. Then we have the new industrial development zone at K2. K2 is, when you are moving from Ekpe to Itoikin, there's a new industrial zone planned for that area. Then we have new industrial development zone at Okeosho. Okeosho is, so many things are coming up about that area now. So it is going to be a good place for consideration. Then there's a proposal for dry port at Odoragushi East. Also light industry north of Eredo, that is Ijebu-Ode Expressway. Then a proposed steel plant at Igbekedo. Next slide, please. There's also proposal for renewal of, my boss was talking the other time, was laying emphasis on renewal and regeneration. Because as people continue to live in an area, tendency is that some of these areas will run down. And when they are running down and the signals are being sent, there must be a plan to rejig and then reinvent those communities. It happens everywhere in the world. Then final resting home. You see, many of us, we tend to think about, residential building, commercial building, industrial complexes. We pay little attention to final resting home. And all the ones that we have, in the developed areas are at full capacity, so to say. So, and because of that, there are proposals for about 3 places in Ekpe, because it is an upland area, if you want to do such in Etiosa or Lekki now, you have to grapple with, high, water table. And then so it's going to make nonsense of investment potentials of such locations. So we are leveraging on the proximity of Ekpe to be able to service the entire axis. Then a ranch is proposed at south of Araga in Ekpe also, because whether we like it or not, food security is essential. And if we are going to ensure that we have food security, we must also plan for challenges around it. And this is one of them. So I hope I've been able to make it my plan, my project. And I will conclude by saying the Ekpe axis is being planned to become a polycentric area with multiple competing development centers to promote evenly distribution of infrastructure, facilities, and population. Because all our attention must be to provide all that if we are going to create the Lagos of our dream, that you and I will look back few years back and say, yes, we have done our bit. That is my submission. Thank you very much.